Hey guys, so in this video I wanted to talk about something that actually happened to me last summer, and it has to do with this particular Coppertone sunscreen spray. So I have talked about this in a couple different videos that I have posted on my channel in the past. However, I didn't have the sunscreen with me or anything like that, and I couldn't remember the exact specific name of the sunscreen that is the culprit in this whole situation. So I wanted to first give you guys the background information, and then I will talk about like the specifics of this bottle of sunscreen. So last summer was the first summer that I was back in Michigan, as you guys very well know. During the summer, I like to spend a lot of time outside, specifically swimming and on the pontoon, catching some rays, so to speak, because Michigan winters, especially in the Upper Peninsula, tend to be very, very harsh. I try to take advantage of the nice weather as much as possible during the summer. So obviously, if I'm going to be outside, I like to use sunscreen because I don't want to get sunburnt, and plus it's bad for your skin when you don't use protection. That is good in a lot of ways, protection. But anyways, this sunscreen spray I actually got from my mother. When I first moved back to Michigan, I was staying at her house for like a month before I moved up here to the Upper Peninsula, and she had given me this. I was using this. My mom and I would sit out on her deck and we would tan for about 45 minutes, and then we would also go swimming in her pool at the condo that she used to have. She's moved to a neighboring town now and has a house and everything, but the condo that she was in at that time is where she actually gave me this. I think she said she got it from either Meijer or Walmart, probably Walmart because she does a lot more shopping there than she does at Meijer. But anyways, she gave me this, and I was using it the whole time I was at her house. I used it once I moved up here to the Upper Peninsula, and I used it basically 90% of the summer until like the last few weeks of August. I was using this, and to tell you guys what the issue was, this stained my skin really bad. And this is the Coppertone Sport sunscreen spray. Just so that you guys can see, it is the 50 SPF, broad spectrum, water resistant for 80 minutes. And it specifically says on here, stays on strong when you sweat. So you would just spray it on yourself, and I would spray it on my arms. I would spray it on my legs. I would have my godmother spray it on my back. I would spray it on my shoulders. Basically, every spot that you would want to have protection from the sun is where I would spray it. And I noticed as it got further into the summer that this was dyeing like the inside of my wrist, the outside of my wrist, my elbows, like the inside of my elbows and the backs, as well as my knees and my ankles. And it was dyeing them like an orange color. Now, this does not have like a bronzer or anything like that in there. It specifically says right here, no dyes, PABA oxybenzone. And on here, I think it's really funny that it says that, because on here, with all this information down here in the other information, it says, protect this product from excessive heat and direct sun, avoid long-term storage above 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. And then at the very bottom of that other information box, it says, may stain or damage some fabrics or surfaces. Now, I would think if it says no dyes, nothing like that, and then it says may stain or damage fabrics or surfaces, I think it's funny because that surface that it dyed or stained is my skin. And I never saw that warning before. I just happened to be going through a bag as I'm packing to go to the powwow this weekend. I came upon this at the bottom of my closet in my tote bag that I was carrying around last summer. And I don't understand why it stained my skin. It says reapply after 80 minutes of swimming or sweating, immediately after towel drying, and at least every 2 hours. And then it gives like sun protection measures, but literally to have it say on here may stain or damage some fabrics or surfaces. When it says that, I would think of like staining a swimsuit or staining a towel or, you know, stuff like that. I would not think of it staining my skin, but it definitely stained my skin. I wish I had pictures to show you of just how badly it stained my skin. I mean, these are very convenient to use. It's definitely different from like this type of sunscreen where, you know, it's more of like a lotion application. This is real quick and easy to just spray and go, which is why I liked using this one more, because at least if I felt like I was rushing to try to get somewhere or to go out on the boat, I could just easily spray this on my skin instead of having to, you know, go through and apply like a lotion all over the place. And plus, like when you apply sunscreen in the lotion form, I feel like it turns your skin like a whitish color, and that drives me nuts as far as like my OCD. So I would much rather be able to grab a spray, but I will never use this again because it took me months to get that orange stain off of my skin. So I just wanted to share this to be aware. And I also want to point out that there is an expiration date. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it says expires January of 2024. So I checked it to see, like, you know, if it was expired, maybe that's why it stained my skin or something. But it says right on here, expires January of 2024. So it's not that. I don't know exactly why it stained my skin, but it did. And you're talking about like I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed my skin for days on end with different types of things. I tried using rubbing alcohol. I tried using baby oil, baby lotion. I tried a bunch of different things that were recommended to me to try to get those stains off of like my ankles and my knees and my wrists. It came off of my wrists fairly easily, but like my ankles and my knees were stained orange for months. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of give you guys a warning. I know that this is kind of late for this summer, but you know, I would be careful with using different products because you never know how they're going to react to your skin. So yeah, anyways, if anybody has ever had that staining happen with this particular spray sunscreen or any other sunscreen spray or product in general, please let me know, because I'm curious to see if I'm the only one that this has happened to. I would not believe that I would be the only one that this has happened to, but I figured I'd ask anyway. So with that being said, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Again, please let me know if you have had any skin staining issues with Coppertone products, particularly this Coppertone Sunscreen Spray Sport. It is the 50 SPF, like I said. And yeah, if there's any topics you'd like me to talk about in the future on my channel, please let me know. If you have any comments, suggestions, concerns, questions, please let me know that as well, and I'd be glad to get something filmed for you. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys later.